Hello and welcome back to another Sir Cooper Tripreport. I've gotten up nice and early to catch my morning flight from Brisbane to Cairns with Virgin Australia on one of their standard Boeing 737-800s. On this flight I'll be travelling alone, so I've opted to do this voiceover for the entire video, which is unfortunate as I developed a sore throat during and after my time spent up north, so please do pardon if my voice sounds a little bit raspy. Currently, we're headed towards Virgin's domestic part of the terminal from the P1 car park to check in. Arriving at the main terminal, you can see checking gets crazy busy this time of morning. Looking on flight radar, there are quite a number of flights leaving within the first hour of the day, causing this chaos. At the moment, we're kind of just looking to find an open kiosk and check our bags in, but it's seeming unlikely.
Flight to Melbourne and Mackay, we're getting priority check-in at the moment. Hopefully our flight to Cairns can get priority check-in soon enough. The line's pretty long and we're deep into it. Our flight leaves in 52 minutes, but plenty of time, I hope. Alright, we've got check-in done. Now we're going to go through security, which the line seems to be long, but it's flowing really quickly. Still got 40 minutes till our flight is scheduled to depart. It'll be a bit of a race though.
After swiftly making it through check-in, we arrived at our gate, which was right next to security. You know, I was kind of caught off guard when I saw gate 39 was right here. Anyways, I'll take you over to the window to show you our aircraft for today, VH-YFS, an 8-year-old Boeing 737-800. It's also worth noting that I switched over to using my phone for this and boarding.
Good morning everyone, personal page, Jane Kennedy, Angela Palmer Settings.
Hello.
Thank you.
Thank you.
You've got the window on the right.
Thank you.
Our aircraft today has a 2-class layout with 8 business class seats in a 2x2 layout and 168 economy seats in a 3x3 layout. And there's our seat for today, 17F. It's the window seat with the grey headrest. Alright, now that we've found our seat, let's jump straight into the seat tour. Right in front of us here is the tray table that can extend all the way out to your stomach. Below that, we have the seat pockets, where I have my hand sanitizer and boarding tickets, and where you can find the safety card, menu, and sick bags. We have the armrest beside us, though this one seems to be up for boarding. The legroom for me is quite generous. Sitting up straight, it comes to about a hand and 3 fingers. Very good for someone who's about 5'9" or 174 centimeters. Above us here we have the seat light that you can turn on if you wish, and a little fan which you can adjust the intensity and position of. You can easily adjust the edges of the headrest here in case you want to rest your head to the side, but you can't adjust them vertically. This was from later on in the flight when I was able to show you that there are unfortunately no universal power outlets under the seat on our flight.
Cabin crew, the final door is now closed. Cabin crew, arm doors and clocks checked. everyone. Once again, my name is Jacinda and I'd like to introduce you to the rest of the team. Your captain is Tom Exner, your first officer is Benjamin Fawcett, and in the cabin you will meet Tracy, Alex, and Shaylee. We'll now take you through our safety demonstration, so please pause any devices and give us your attention for just a few minutes.
Welcome aboard. It's wonderful to have you with us. At Virgin Australia, your health and safety come first, so we appreciate you giving us your attention as we take you through some important information about this flight.
now that we're in the air, let's check out our onboard menu. To begin with, we have some lunch options like noodles, sandwiches, and even a wrap. Below that, we have some sweet and savory snacks like muffins, chips, cookies, etc. And down here, there's a little note on what's free to get. Up here, on the other page, there's some cocktails. And right here, there's the bundles, which are brilliantly illustrated in the center of this menu. Moving on to the drinks. There are some cold or hot drinks like sodas, juices, tea, etc. And below that, we have the grown-up drinks, all the alcoholic beverages, which includes wines, beers, premium and standard spirits. And finally, closing the book, up the back, we have some amenities. Amenity kits on Virgin range and vary on their contents, with one being so big it's only available on international flights. I got one of these air amenities on a past flight. Yeah, there it is, the Captain's Comfort Kit. All in all, an extensive and filling menu. Just a quick update from me. We're about 30 minutes into the flight somewhere over Bundaberg, and I've been eating away at these M&Ms I got at Brisbane off camera as my breakfast because I won't be ordering any food on this flight. Other than this, the flight has been really good. The guy sitting next to me moved to the empty row in front, so I get this whole row to myself now. Hope I can just ride out the next 2 hours without any issues, just listening to some podcasts. Hello there, another quick update on the seat. I seem to have discovered some gum here in the crevice of my safety card. Yeah, this is a bit disappointing, but, you know, wouldn't really expect any crew to have noticed that. Anyways, it's about 7 AM at the moment, not too long after that last clip, and, hold on, what's that up there? What's it? I think I see is it a plane? Oh, let me focus my camera. Just, there we go, zoom in, and, yep, that's a plane alright. Yeah, just out over the wing. Hold on, let me get my camera out actually so I can zoom in and see what aircraft it might be. I'll cut to that clip for you guys now. You can surprisingly see that this is a Bonza. Here, I'll put up a photo of Bonza that I took for reference. You can vaguely see Bonza at the front of the aircraft and the purple tail. Zooming out, you can kind of tell it's descending. Here's a better clip that's a touch more focused and a little less blurry. I was actually told by my father when I landed in Cairns after this that he was tracking me right now and saw how close the Bonza was on flight radar. Turns out this was VH-YFS operating AB591 from the Sunshine Coast to Mackay.
Here in case of turbulence. There's the flush button, and yeah, that's about it. So I'll just go to the toilet now. The captain has just announced that we are beginning our descent into Cairns. Hopefully
Before I continue this landing sequence, I'd like to make a few final remarks about this flight. As I alluded to in check-in, we were thankfully pulled out of the line to get priority, which gave me just enough time to do everything I wanted past security, which was to get some snacks and to take a photo of our aircraft. This was my first solo flight in my entire life, so I'm glad to have shared that experience with you all. After we pulled out of the gate, a flight attendant asked me to remove my phone holder from the window for takeoff and landing, which I did for takeoff. That's why it was a bit shaky, but I snuck it past them for landing. As for the Qantas landing, as we taxied past the old runway at Brisbane, it was QF52 arriving from Singapore, and the aircraft seen on approach to the old runway as we turned onto the new runway, well, that was KE407 arriving in from Seoul. Other than that, there were no real issues with the flight, and I thoroughly enjoyed it. Back to the landing now.
Welcome to Cairns. Virgin Australia acknowledges the traditional owners of the land on which we fly to and pay our respects to elders past, present and emerging. The time here is 8:36. School bidders are barking through the forward and rear doors. If you're leaving through the rear door, you'll have stairs to go down, so please mind your step as you exit. Hold the handrails and remain on the outside of the markers on the tarmac. If you're not comfortable using stairs, just stay seated and leave through the forward door when it's clear. As we'll be refueling, smoking, vaping or using e-cigarettes isn't allowed on the tarmac or anywhere in the terminal. And you can now take the devices off flight mode, but note that you can't use them on the tarmac. If you're continuing with Virgin Australia to Tokyo Haneda today, make your way to the international terminal, which is located in a separate building and just a short walk from the arrivals area.
Thank you for watching this trip report, guys. As mentioned before, I thoroughly enjoyed this flight, and I hope you enjoyed this trip report I made.
See you, thank you.
If you want to support me in making better videos like this, then please do subscribe. Being a small creator, every subscriber counts. Anyways, I'll leave you off here as I've got to race to the other side of the airport to do some plane spotting before I drive off to Cape York. Bye for now.